All right, all right, all right. Welcome everybody to a quick update episode from your boys from Hubble and Hungry. It's your boy Dante here on the ones and on the twos. It's my boy V. How you doing, V?
What's going on, everybody? It's the second episode, season 2 or 2022.
2.5.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I can't remember where we left off. That's the downside of recording infrequently, is that you sometimes you don't know where you left off.
I guess we should be we should be saying welcome to episode 3, episode 4, right? This is the whole process. We want everyone here to be getting a little sneak peek on the behind the scenes, the goods and the bads and how we kind of work out our processes. So we want to give everyone just a quick update on what's been going on recently and some things to come. I think, with springtime right around the corner, we're both feeling the creative buzz. Is that safe to say?
Definitely. Well, it's also not just the springtime, it's the astrological new year. And so that's when you really start to feel the newness, the calendar new year, that really doesn't have the same kind of impact as when the astrological new year has changes.
And, it's the middle of Lent as well for us Roman Catholics in the house, Hala. And also Ramadan is around the corner early next month as well. So it is sort of like a holy spiritual time, a lot of positive energy, a lot of self-reflection. So, it's a good time for us to reset as well and gear up for the springtime, right?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's definitely been doing a lot of internal work and just sitting with a lot of stuff over the last couple of months. And, I feel like there's a method to all of that and a reason for all of that. And during this episode, we are going to tease some of the things to come,
Sure.
And go from there.
So let's get into some stuff that we want to talk about. I kind of want to start with what we've done recently. And
I like that.
That was something that was very special to both of us. That was introduced, and we took part of this project from a good friend of ours that helped us out with one of our projects, the Arts for India event from last year.
Yeah.
So to me, he's Fraser, but V, maybe you can give a little bit better background or introduction to Fraser or Rishi.
Fraser Rishi from Heart's Calling, definitely. Great person, great brother.
Nice.
We've definitely been building over the last year and a bit, just a lot of similarities in our journeys, really. And he's such a passionate dude, and he came up. We were having a conversation towards the end of last year, 2021, and just reflecting on our journeys and where we see things going for ourselves. And I said, hey man, it would be a great opportunity for us to collaborate. I just think we should collaborate. Yeah. And then he came back to me with the idea of healing through hip hop. And the rest is history. Yeah. People didn't really know, but leading up to healing through hip hop, I kind of just mentioned it a bit. A lot of that internal work was really heavy stuff, heavy things going on in my personal life. And I was really, there was days that I was like, I don't really know if I can do this event. I'm not sure, but Fraser really, created that space, like a safe space for, maybe some days I wasn't able to contribute in meetings and whatnot, but he had this bigger vision for this event, and it really came to fruition. And, you were there, you were co-hosting.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Frage, shout outs to Chris Dubb, John, and Kayla, who couldn't make it, but the whole team, plus all the performers were amazing too.
Abundance of Money was nice out there, She was good. But yeah, you're right. It was a fun experience for us to do it. V, you're awesome too when you did your performance. So you killed it as well. That must have felt good to to be able to perform a little bit. And we are still in COVID times. Unfortunately, it was nice to hook up Zoom wise, but I know hopefully for the next one, you were saying, it'd be nice if we could all get together in one spot and do these recordings together. So that's certainly something that I'm looking forward to. So anyone who hasn't checked out that event, check it out, Healing Through Hip Hop. You got it linked? You're going to link that?
We're going to link that. Yeah, we're going to link that. So nice. Just check it out in the comments there.
Yeah, awesome hip hop stuff. My favorite moment in that was part of the planning stage. And like, for those that don't know, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. And at one point we were talking about the freestyle session that was going to be happening. And we just played some beats and then Rishi started freestyling and then you started dropping some lines and then someone threw it to me and I'm like, guys, we got to focus here. We're in the middle of a meeting where we're losing time here and you guys are just rapping. But it was a good vibe. It felt good, right? It felt fun. And like, even though there was time crunch and people were dropping out and whatever, you guys still found some time to, let loose a little bit. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I really like that about Frage. Like he's really, as much as he's, listening to his purpose, he definitely is, like I said, passionate. So that's what makes these kind of projects fun, is when you get a chance to really connect with someone who's in their element. And that's what I took from that,
Yeah, he's a very thoughtful, eloquent, like well-spoken person as well, really intelligent. So I look forward to the next opportunity for us to be able to work with him. But I did want to say, V, in your performance, like I said, you did very well, and it certainly helps that you had, your new setup going on here, which looks great. Also, with your new haircut, man, this is an all new fresh V going on here.
Yes. See, well, the thing is in the first episode, there was nothing on this side. I felt so lonely on this side of my shoulder. But, I've on my social media and a lot of things, I've really put a lot of energy into this wall. And it's really more than just a wall design. There really is like a therapeutic element. I meditate with it oftentimes, and sometimes if I'm like bumping music, I'll just put my head against it and just kind of channel some energy through it, my mandala here. And actually, interesting point, I got it from the person who made it is from Ukraine, so it was delivered from Ukraine. So I just want to when I send some love to this and all of that, I want to send it back to the people of Ukraine and a person there who's right now, I don't think they're even able to operate their business. So people can't even get that. It's really, really sad what's going on there. But so it's nice to have, to bring it back. Yeah, it's nice to have a nice, safe space, sacred space.
Yeah, this is long overdue for you, man. So I'm glad you got your creative space. I'm glad you're able to pump your music loud. I'm just waiting for the time that I can go there in person and see what it's like. Do you even have another chair set up for a second person in there?
No, I don't. We're going to have to design that. But That's what I like about spring is it's a good time to, come up with some, new furniture, new haircut, like you mentioned, cut it myself. Being creative myself, although this is the only style I know. So I know on my social media, I'm like, hey, you want me to cut your hair? But I'm pretty sure I can only do one style.
Bro, you remember how long your hair was and your beard was before? You're like a completely different person right now.
Yes, it's really true.
Miss it? Do you miss it?
It's sometimes weird when you look back at your super long hair and you're just like, no, whoa, you're right. A totally different person. I miss sometimes a look or a style of it. I don't miss having to dry my hair and it just takes forever, especially in the winter. It's just, it's necessary.
Hey man, you're making me jealous. If I could have those problems, but that's great because you got creative room, so it's forcing you to create. I know you're working on stuff right now because you're giving me little tidbits on it. Is there anything you can give us with respect to an update on some of the new projects that you're working on?
Yeah, so I think in the first episode, I mentioned that I'm working on two kind of projects. That's still going down, and I'm just trying to, nowadays, people when they release music, or even from my past experience, I released music and sometimes you don't have the impact you want. And I'm in the midst of really just trying to come up with an overall theme or a vision board for especially the Love EP, because I want it to be personal, sorry, but yet I want it to be engaging, and I want it to be like something that is aesthetically pleasing, you know, visually, and as well as from a musical standpoint. So that's why I'm taking a little bit of extra time with that. One of the things, you know, you mentioned I sent it to you. I've been sending it to a handful of people just to get their takes on it. And I think that's something I recommend to other artists, because you get different insights, you get different inspirations, and it gives you that time to really see it from all angles. So that's something that, you know, I've asked you multiple times about, oh, what do you think about this line? Or, well, where do you see this vision? And there's a couple of cool concepts there. I can't give away too much, but a lot of inspiration from Kanye West, 808s and Heartbreaks, kind of experimental, and, you know, a little bit of Kendrick experimental vibes, and some funk, some funk and jazz, and some stuff like that.
I definitely feel like your first album, like, even though each song was kind of unique, it still could be under the banner of hip hop, like more traditionally. Whereas your new stuff that you're working on certainly doesn't feel like it can be pigeonholed in those classifications. Like, some of your songs, like you're saying, is a little bit more funky, maybe a little bit more R&B-ish on another one. So yeah, certainly that's good, man. I like your growth. Do you feel like you've taken significant steps from your last album as an artist? Like, has your creative process changed? Is it easier at all? Like, is there anything you can highlight from one to the other?
Yeah, I think the thing for me is, like, sometimes I just get bored with same kind of like beats and same kind of sounds. So I really took, you know, an opportunity to really just not limit myself and go wherever the song kind of presented itself.
Sure. And I think that you're a little bit better at making beats and like doing your own production of stuff now, right? Like, even stuff like, I know you've taken master classes and stuff like that. All that stuff probably helped out a little bit with this, I would assume.
Yeah, like, and it's funny because I still don't consider myself like a producer. I take little parts of, like, and there's, I think, I mean, what is like a full-time producer now anyway, really there's so much gray area involved.
Wear different hats. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's, you know, I'm taking certain samples, whether that be from Splice, and then, you know, resampling it, or just taking the whole sample from Splice, and then, or I'll play like minimal parts. So I don't feel like I'm as, like, my chops are up to some of these other producers, but I still think I get my point across. And I think that's what matters, right? Is like, I first and foremost a vocalist. And that's, you know, what I pride myself on, is like writing lyrics and vocals. So this other stuff that I'm doing is I get by. I just get by, and I'm happy at where I'm at with this stage. Like, if I had a bigger budget, I'd really, you know, bring on as many people as I could. Right. But for where I'm at now, we make do, right? So
yeah, and I do appreciate, though, like, how personal it is. I think that the better music out there is when it's got that authenticity, and you're always pretty good at drawing from real life stuff, you know. So that's good.
Yeah, and like just to like kind of conclude it, I think the stuff here is not as, like, I think there's a spiritual element in the sense that, like, music, like my process has been very spiritual, but like in terms of actual lyrics and things like that, I wouldn't say it's like, you know, metaphysical as some of the hip hop that I work on. So it's a little bit more relatable, maybe, or I don't really know what the word is, but
That's not a bad word. I can see that. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to like when we eventually start getting working on those videos. I know we got some ideas for that, which is great and really excited. And I think there's some good support team that we can hopefully call on that'll make that happen. You know,
Definitely.
and I feel so good about this that like you're feeling the creative vibes, I'm feeling the creative vibes, but it does feel like the community out there at large is also feeling creative because a lot of our friends and people within the Humble and Hungry family are dropping new music. Certainly, and hopefully you got your list there because there was a lot of people dropping. Can you give us a taste?
Yeah. So going hand in hand again with the whole springtime, change in vibes. We thought it would be a great time to update the Humble and Hungry Humblist on Spotify. And some of the artists that have dropped and that we've added include SD Flame, Besser, Ray Digital, Jennifer Cortez, Federico, Dylan Briscoe, Vanessa Butera, Michael Bones, shout outs, Lisa Rose, and Philosopher. I hope I got everyone there. I think I did. But
so all their music's on that Spotify list.
All of their music's on their Spotify list. So on our Spotify list. So again, another link there to check it out. Nice. Just going to be linking everything as much as we can. And
I feel like there's like so much creative energy out there, man. It's so nice to see that people are still hustling on their craft. I know Federico's doing big things down south. Like he was doing some Lollapalooza stuff. So shout out to Federico keeping it real. Yeah, but I know even it's cool that we have friends, distance away, and we have friends right around the corner here. And hopefully we can start seeing people out more and more at events and such. So I'm excited. Check out definitely that Spotify list. There's new hot shit there, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. And I think we want to get in the habit of updating it as much as we can. If you're an indie artist and, you're in the community and have dropped something, hit us up, please. Like you can get in touch via the Facebook group or on Instagram, and we'll link those as well. And link it all, and you can get in touch with us, and we'll definitely try and get you on the list as well. So.
That's beautiful. All right. Well, let's wrap this up for now then, V. Hopefully, I know we have a lot more stuff to talk about, but let's save that for the next episode. Give ourselves a little bit of incentive to try to do this again quicker. But it's awesome just to catch up a bit and see what's good. I know that you're hustling every day over there. I'm hustling over here, but we gotta continue to find time for elevation of music. So this was good.
Definitely. Yeah, this was a good session, and that's how we like to do. Just keep it short and sweet.
Oh my gosh. Yes, absolutely. And you know what? We are going to have to do this next time too, because I have a lot of questions about the new direction that you're trying to take yourself with respect to consulting and helping other artists. We didn't even get a chance to touch on that. So certainly that may be even deserving of an episode unto itself. But I know you're trying to do big things to help other people in the community as well. So eventually we get to that too, right?
Yeah, one like kind of like just to tease it a bit, or just
give us a teaser.
A little bit is one thing you notice is, especially astrological New Year, and like as an old energy wraps up, you start to review some of the things you've accomplished, and I started thinking, and I was kind of talking to you about it when I got back from Blue Mountain. Shout out to Jodes, and was that like I've got, I've achieved some stuff. Like I've accomplished some stuff in like 3 years or 4 years of doing this. And I started reviewing some of my skill sets, and I was like, oh, like I've got some things that I can offer artists who are coming up, or artists who might need, support and need to bounce ideas off, who have ideas with events, doing the healing through hip hop. That got me thinking about events, right? And then I was like, oh, I've managed and I've done partnership management in events, in the event space. We've done a couple of live events, and so I feel like with the way the future is going with these hybrid events, in person and online, like I can offer, a mix of these things, and so yeah, it all comes back down to like really, and obviously it's kind of people I want to connect with, people that I relate with and have like this, bond with. And so I'm not looking to really, drain your bank account or anything. I'm just looking to connect and offer something genuine.
Yeah, it does feel like it's sort of like a coaching or like a mentorship because you have gone through the steps, and a lot of people that are just new to the game really have no idea where to even begin or where to go. So it's a cool idea to be able to just have even conversations, to be able to express the intentions and ideas and where you want to go with it. And certainly, yeah, I mean, it's you're growing as well yourself in your own craft, so it's kind of goes in hand. But let's get all into a deeper dive the next time that we get a chance. But this is just to let you guys know we have a lot of things cooking, and we want to stay focused with this, not just for our own benefit and our own creative intentions, but to help music at large, because we both love music.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, I think you said it well there. Maybe next time we'll break down some tracks, see what's going on at the in the industry, some of our favorite artists. Maybe we'll do some shorts. So definitely stay tuned. Spread the word. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so we can see some more growth from this channel.
Absolutely. All right, V. Well, thank you very much. Also, thank everyone for joining us. Always nice to see you, and hopefully we'll do this again soon.
All right. Peace. That's episode 2. Peace.
In the books, baby. In the books. Episode 2.